After the 5.7, 5.3 magnitude earthquake in Japan, just south of Tokyo, we see that the skies are also turning a beautiful purple color, a very surreal color. This as the wrath of Super-Typhoon Hagibis is approaching Japan. The skies turn purple hours before the wrath of this massive typhoon. Is beautiful indeed, but the big catastrophe is coming. Meteorologists are comparing this upcoming storm with a powerful massive typhoon Hydra, which devastated the country in 1958. Skies over Japan turn purple as Super Typhoon Hagibis is approaching the country. And of course, this causes major fears. It's not just because of the fact that they had the 5.7 quake after foreshocks about 3 weeks now, but the officials have also already evacuated 50,000 people, and another 4.2 are getting ready to leave the area, to evacuate the danger zone. Super Typhoon Hagibis, numerous photos captured by residents as the sky turned this very surreal purple color, violet, pink, purple, and Tokyo announcing the highest level alert in 7 prefectures because of this upcoming massive deadly storm. Torrential rains also ordered over 50,000 people to evacuate already, and urging another 4.2 million to flee as the danger approaches various areas there. The typhoon is expected to bring gusts of wind up to 140 miles an hour, which is about 225 kilometers an hour. That's amazing. Now, Hagibis has also caused cancellation of the Japanese Formula One Grand Prix and Rugby World Cup group match. Also, airlines have canceled about 1,200 domestic and, in addition, 200 international flights. Of course, people are taking pictures of this amazing phenomena of the purple skies, posting them on social media. And as we said, this is the strongest of typhoons, hurricanes predicted in the past in the 60 years. The purple sky shared on social media. And I'll leave a link below. You can see the blog spot here where I got this from. It's amazing how many pictures they have. Everything is surreal. It looks as if we're in another planet. This phenomenon is called scattering. And according to Daily Science, the scattering happens when the molecules and the small particles of the atmosphere influence the direction of course, the sunlight, causing the light to scatter, and that's, of course, why we have this type of a purple color. The wavelength of the light, size of the particles determine the color of the sky. The colors of the sunset result from a phenomenon called scattering, says Stephen Ackerman, who is professor of meteorology at University of Washington in Madison. He explains that the molecules and small particles in the atmosphere change the direction of the light rays, causing them to scatter, and this effect of the color of light coming from the sky, but the details are determined by the wavelength of light and the size of the particle. The short wavelength, blue and violet, are scattered by molecules in the air more than other colors of the spectrum. That's why blue and violet light reaches our eyes from all directions on a clear day, but because we can't see violet very well, the sky appears blue. Now, scattering also explains colors of sunrise and sunset. Ackerman says, because the sun is low on the horizon, sunlight passes through more air, and sunset and sunrise than during the day when the sun is higher in the sky. Well, we'd never see purple skies like this. I never saw purple skies like this, sunset or sunrise, I'm sorry to say. Scattering, as we said, okay, the sun and more atmosphere means more molecules to scatter the violet and blue away from our eyes, and if the path is long enough, all of the blue and violet light scatters out of our line of sight. The other colors continue on their way to our eyes. This is why sunsets are often yellow, orange, and red. And because red has the longest wavelength of any visible light, the sun is red when it's on the horizon, where its extremely long path through atmosphere blocks all other colors. So let's pray for our brothers and sisters in Japan, because they're going to have a terrible time with this Hagibis typhoon. expected to hit and Tokyo area, and forecast by Japanese weather agency to be the strongest storm there since 1958. It's expected to hit Japan's mainland Honshu today and expected to bring heavy rain and strong winds at about 140 miles an hour, according to Japanese Meteorological Agency. And as we said, the Formula One Racing Grand Prix of Japan on Suzuka is cancelled. 2 Rugby World Cup matches are also cancelled due to the hurricane. Parts of Japan have not recovered from the typhoon that struck about a month past, and recent storms have moved north from the Pacific to the mainland of the country. The presence of this hurricane or typhoon is expected to cause unrest this weekend in Japan, while many travel plans are expected to be cancelled. 2 major airlines, Nippon Airways and Japan Airlines, have cancelled hundreds of domestic flights, over 1,000. Regular train service and regular domestic trains are also temporarily suspended. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.